Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBot Solutions. Hope that you guys are all having an absolute amazing day. We talked about this really interesting topic today in the Learn, Plan, Profit livestream. If you guys don't know what that is, be sure to click that first link in the description to learn a little bit more about our private group. So pretty much one of the topics that we cover today in one of our private live streams is, what is the time that is required to become successful in a market or in a new market that you're trying to learn more about. And one of the first questions that I want to ask you before we get started, in my opinion, on what has led to my success and what I would give you on my professional opinion would be, have you ever taken on more than one market at one time? I think one of the biggest mistakes, and I think we could all agree, that one of the biggest mistakes that new investors or new entrepreneurs make as they're just getting started, so they think that they can take multiple different markets at one time. Some people trying to take on Amazon FBA. Some people trying to learn more about how to successfully invest in the stock market and then trade options and then trade Forex and then do affiliate marketing and then starting an Instagram growth company. All at one time while still trying to manage your day-to-day life. And the thing that I find so just mind-boggling about this is that, again, each market is so lucrative. So few people become actually successful in each specific market. So what makes you an excuse to think that you can manage more than one at one time as you're just getting started? And there's nothing wrong with, thinking that you can. But in my opinion, I think that one of the biggest mistakes that people make as they're just getting started is that they overwhelm themselves with trying to learn so many different things at once that they become unproductive and ineffective. So in my opinion, to answer the question, again, to keep it super simple, how much time do I think someone needs to take to learn about a new market to actually become successful? I think it comes in 3 stages. And again, correct me if I'm wrong, and again, be sure to give your own opinion in the comment section. The number one thing that I think that a lot of people experience as they're just starting and beginning to learn about a new market is, let's say that you're learning about the stock market. I have so many people, right? We have over 165,000 people within our free Facebook group of TechBot Solutions. Yet they're so active, they're so thankful, they're super overwhelmed with wanting to learn more information as they're just getting started. And after the monetary aspect or the monetary reward isn't there after 2 to 3 weeks, so that instant gratification isn't there, they give up. How many of you guys have ever done that in any other market or maybe even the stock market alone? One of the biggest mistakes is I think people overwhelm themselves with too much information and they don't make it as exciting as it can be as time goes on. Because again, the reward isn't there, as it usually won't be as you're just starting a new business. What I would do, if I might say myself, and again, this is my opinion and my own perspective. So again, if you don't think that it would work for you, feel free to not implement it. But one of the things that I think would work much more effectively is, again, why are you starting to learn about this new market? Either because the monetary reward is there, maybe because you're extremely passionate about it, or you've always wanted to learn about that new market. It doesn't matter if it's a stock market, it doesn't matter if it's investing in real estate, it doesn't matter if it's starting a new business. One of the biggest mistakes is people overwhelm themselves as they're just getting started. What if you do not infringe on the time that you already are investing on your day-to-day life? And what I mean by that is, again, you have your tasks that you're already fulfilling throughout the day. Some of you guys might be full-time students. Some of you might have a job. Some of you might have a family. And in the very beginning, as you're just trying to learn about a new market, you will obsess yourself about falling asleep to 3 to 7 hours of video content all at once. Do you really think that that's an effective way to learn? A much more effective way that I would do it is, I remember as I was learning about a new market, one thing that I would do is I would do it in stages, right? I was a full-time student, I was a full-time worker, and I was trying to learn about this new market to, really push up and act as a positive catalyst for my business. So what I did is, besides trading, besides my schoolwork, and besides, having that job, what I wanted to do is I wanted to learn more about that market, and I knew the monetary aspect wasn't going to be there in the very beginning, so I kept it exciting. I didn't allow it to overwhelm my day-to-day life, nor did I allow myself to not keep it exciting, something that I continue to crave. And just put it into perspective. Let's say, again, learning about how to invest in the stock market. What if you were to, again, being a student and a worker, so someone that's pretty busy, the morning hours, you should take time to implement everything that you learn, right? You then go to work, you go to school, you come back, and to keep it interesting every single day, you dedicate 20 minutes, 30 minutes, max, I would say 1 hour a day. That's still a lot of information to take in. And the reason that I'm saying 1 hour, and again, this is consistent learning, because you're always learning new things about whatever business it is or market that you're investing in if you want to stay on top, right? So again, keeping it interesting. So spending an hour, 30 minutes, or 20 minutes, whatever you justify, you have to do a self-examination and be aware that, okay, after 20 minutes a day of learning something new, I'm going to dedicate the morning to practice it. Just because you learned a new technique or new concept doesn't mean it's going to work for you. So the way that you can make it effective and efficient is the night that you learn it, you write it down, you take notes, and you practice it in the morning. When it comes down to trading concepts, when it comes down to Amazon FBA concepts, when it comes down to drop shipping or starting your own business, take what you learn, write it down, practice it. Implement it, see if it works, and then repeat. Go to school, go to work, come back, learn something new, you're excited because you don't overwhelm yourself with it and you continue to crave it. And with this process, so when people were asking, how long should your course for Learn, Plan, Profit, which teaches you how to invest in the stock market, should it take? It's a 7-hour course. Should it take for me to complete the course? I hope you know that the information that you learn within the Learn, Plan, Profit course is not only what you're going to need to learn, but as you go along day to day, there's so much that you're going to learn within our private live streams. You get to watch me trade every single day, and you're gonna learn stuff on top of what you've already learned in the course, and that could be overwhelming. So I would do it, if it were me, 20 to 30 minutes. 1 hour, I say, is still too much. Limit yourself to 20 to 30 minutes to keep it exciting, to not allow it to infringe on what you already have going on your day-to-day. With that being said, again, I would dedicate more of the nighttime, at least for myself. That's when I'm a little bit more productive and effective when it comes down to learning new things. I write down what it is I learned, and I make sure, because the market opens in the morning, I implement it. I practice it. I continue with my day, school, work, and then I repeat. I dedicate 20 to 30 minutes. It doesn't infringe on my day-to-day life. And not only do you become a more effective and efficient learner, but it provides structure in your life. And we're talking about this, right, John? That the concept of, by putting so much structure and allowing so much structure in the way that you're learning about this new market, let's say that this market is something where you actually become successful in, and you don't have to dedicate so much time for learning. You can consume that time and invest it into learning about a new market, because the time that you've already structured is so much more effective. So again, now your morning time is dealt with trading because you already learned that market. And it's because of that structure that then you can, go to school and then go to work, hang out with your family, hang out with your friends, and then come home, learn about a new market, implement it, go back to sleep, trade, school, work, learn about a new market, practice it, implement it, repeat. So much structure with this, with the structure that you would begin to implement to your life, and the way that you always keep it exciting and it makes it self-fulfilling, I think it helps you in two ways. It allows you to become more effective and efficient in being successful in that market, because you get to practice and implement, which I think is a proper way in learning. And on top of that, it keeps it exciting, because right away, people begin to invest in a market, a majority of people, let me say that, because of the monetary aspect, the monetary reward. But like many people know, as you're just beginning a new market or a new business, the monetary reward is not always there. So by removing that monetary aspect, that monetary focus, and to just always keep it exciting and something you always are craving and wanting to learn more about, with that structure, it allows you to continue with your day and do everything it is that you do on your day-to-day, and still allowing you to, again, express and implement everything that you are learning on the day-to-day basis. That would be my perfect picture of how to become successful. There's so much information that so many people are trying to take in. I don't know about you guys, but I don't feel like I'm any smarter than anybody else. So what makes me, or what makes you any different than the average person? Do you really think that you are going to become successful in every market that you obsess yourself about, and then you just pivot? Okay, Amazon FBA just isn't for me. No, it's not for you because you try to learn it in 2 weeks. Let's say invest in the stock market. I want to just approach it in a very aggressive way. Oh my God, I drained my account. I'm going to give up after 1 month. Really? Like 1 month of trying to learn about a new market that you can learn the skills that can benefit you for the rest of your life, and you're going to give up after 1 month because you didn't follow any of your rules, because you didn't have any structure, and because you had no understanding of what you were doing? The reason people are or are not successful is on the individual, right? And it's how you structure this learning process to keep it interesting, for you to continue to want to learn new things, and to make sure that you don't discourage yourself to give up. And yes, you might start to learn about a new market and it just might not be for you, and you can quickly pivot on that. Move on to another market. But with this structure, it will make it that much easier, in my eyes, to continue to excel in whatever market you want to learn more about. And on top of that, when it becomes successful, it allows you to, reinvest that time into another market where you can build, another source of income. It just makes it so much more effective and efficient. So again, that's my opinion. I hope for all those that have been asking the question of how much time do you need to become successful in either investing in the stock market or just in general. I talked about this concept in the Learn, Plan, Profit live stream today, and so many people were just so in all about the concept, and I just wanted to make sure that I shared that with everyone on YouTube. So I really hope that I earned your thumbs up on this video. I really hope that it's something that you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any questions or suggestions for those that are just getting started in any market, feel free to throw it down in the comments. If you also have a suggestion for a future video, in a video that I have not already created based on my over 1,000 videos on YouTube, then be sure to drop it in the comment section. I want to thank you guys again so much for your time. I really do appreciate it. We've absolutely killed it in the market. I closed a little bit over $1,117 today. And again, it's truly a blessing. That's not my daily goal. My daily goal is $500. Obviously, this is not something that I experience on a day-to-day basis, but I'm so blessed to have such an amazing team that I'm able to work with every single day. And again, if you want to learn a little bit more about how I invest in the stock market and want to work with me on a closer basis, not only do you get access to the Learn, Plan, Profit course, but you get to watch me trade live every single day. It's not pre-recorded. It's not something that you see once a week, once a month. It's every single day. Click that first link in the description to learn a little bit more about it. And we're running that $500 and laptop giveaway this Saturday, November 10th. So I hope that you guys enjoy. Like always, guys, continue working hard, continue following your dreams. Let your passion be what drives your success. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green now. Take it easy, team.
I'm on a new level. 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 Brought me a new shovel.